low for ball one.
Bob, I've just turned on the live stream here, so if folks are sitting at home and they want to watch along with what's going on, we invite you to go to WPKYonline.com.
And the pitcher on the mound for Lexington Christian to the plate. And again, it's high. There goes the runner down to second. His run actually means nothing. I don't know what he's dancing. The runner at second acted like he wanted to go back to first. I'm sure the shortstop or somebody was telling him that maybe it was a foul ball or something, but they dodged that bullet. No play was made on him, though. Count 2 balls and no strikes to the hitter. Pitcher to the plate, and it's in there for a call, strike 1.
And again, this isn't the Caldwell game.
This is not the Caldwell County game. This is the game prior to the Caldwell County game, Lexington Christian versus Walton Verona. Walton Verona with runners at second and third. 1 run will win it here for them in the bottom of the ninth. The next pitch is a high chop over the pitcher's head. The shortstop has it over to first in time. And we're going to the 10th inning here in game number 1 of the All-A State Classic. So, Jordan, you want to keep it here, or do we want to go back and play some music?
Let's just keep it here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll take a listen to some of our sponsors, and we'll probably come back to action here at the All-A tournament.
Susan Princeton wants to remind everyone that we have a full line of genuine GM and Mopar parts and accessories for your car, truck, or SUV. We also offer retract bed covers. You have to see to believe how awesome they are. WeatherTech floor mats are a must for folks with little people and moms and dads that want to keep their entire carpet protected. Make your truck or SUV stand out with chrome accessories such as 20-inch wheels and tires, running boards, mirror covers, and door handles. Need a gift idea? Adding remote start will surely please your loved one. Call Shauna today for all your accessory needs. 270-365-5522. Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Your morning deserves the very best, like a $1 sausage biscuit or $1 any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee on the McDonald's new breakfast value menu. Price and participation may vary.
And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're in the top of the 10th inning, and we're tied here with Lexington Christian and Walton Verona. Lexington Christian in the box now. The hitter pitch on the way. First pitch is in there for a call, strike 1. And again, the second game coming up here will feature our Caldwell County Tigers against the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. A little bit of information about Bishop Brossert. They're located in Alexandria, Kentucky. The population of that city is roughly about 8,500. They are in Campbell County. Campbell County's population is about 91,000. Foul ball down the left field side. Count to the Lexington Christian hitter leading off the top of the 10th is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Some of the schools in Campbell County are Newport Central Catholic, Fort Thomas Highlands, Dayton, Silver Grove, Campbell County High School, Bellevue, Bishop Brossert. So a lot of population here in northern Kentucky, and Campbell County and Kenton County next to it is the home of Covington, Kentucky. There's a smash up the middle off the pitcher's leg. Over third baseman has it, and the throw is not in time at first to get the runner.
Advantage on close calls. That one was a bang-bang play at first.
That ball was smashed off the pitcher's knee to the third baseman, who picked it up, gloved it, threw to first, and it was a bang-bang play. My judgment, the runner was safe. And with no outs here at the top of the 10th, Lexington Christian probably will be looking to do some sacrifice. And we'll see how that happens. But again, getting back to to Bishop Brossert, our opponent in the next game. They have 254 students in their high school. 125 of them are boys, 129 are girls. There's a wild pitch back to the screen, and runner at second base now, and a sacrifice now will get that runner to third base, and perhaps they get him in. One run may win this game. We know for in the Caldwell County game coming up that right now the Gabe East will be doing the pitching for the Tigers today. Here's the next pitch into the hitter. It's low outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The hitter did not square around as if he intended to bunt, so we'll see how that plays out. The first base and third baseman are not charging, and still no attempt at looking to bunt, and the pitch goes high for ball 3.
3 balls and no strikes.
Erlanger Lloyd about to walk this runner. The next pitch in is on the inside corner for a call strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to the the Lexington Christian hitter. Runner at second base for Lexington Christian. The pitch to the plate is high and inside for ball 4, and Lexington Christian with runners at first and second. Here comes the manager for Walter Verona out to the mound.
This is 18, Andrew Armstetter, sophomore. Left-handed hitter. Now
Bob, I guess we'll take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors here. Sponsors for the All-A State Tournament here. Coverage here from Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in Lexington. Tri-Hughes Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, Planters Bank, the Woodall Agency, Penny Ryle Rural Electric, the Princeton Water Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club.
And the conference breaks up on the mound, and we appreciate our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Manager back to the dugout, players back to their respective position, and in the box now is Andrew Brandstetter hitting for Lexington Christian. His first pitch into him is low outside, and he gives no indication of bunting. First and second occupied by Lexington Christian. No outs here in the top of the 10th. Lexington Christian threatening to score here. The next pitch into the plate, again, is wide for ball 2. The Walton Verona pitcher having a little bout of wildness here in the top of the 10th. Lexington Christian with only 4 hits today in 10 innings. The next pitch in is again outside.
The count runs to 3-0.
3 balls and no strikes to the Mr. Brandstetter, the hitter for Lexington Christian. The 3-0 pitch is on the way, and it's right down central for a call strike 1.
A little bonus coverage going on right now.
Something the sponsors didn't think they were paying for, but they are. And the 3-1 pitch in is fly ball out to left field. It's a fair ball.
This will score.
And at least 1 run is in. And
that was almost a spectacular catch there, Bob.
just fell just on the inside of that line down there.
Yeah, he really did, and he's now pleading his case that it was a foul ball.
Kind of fell forward for it, went off the nose of his glove. He didn't react like he
It's no argument by Walter Verona, but it was definitely close to the line, and the umpire, there's a 4-man crew here, and the third base umpire hustled down the line and had as good a look on it as anybody did.
So it is going to be a
So Lexington Christian with 1 run in here. The runner at first could only get to second on that play.
See if the ball is caught, but the lead runner on his horse scores, and
And we got a bunt now that's going to go foul down the third base line, where Lexington Christian will be attempting to get the runners from first and second over to second and third. 1 run in here in the top of the 10th for Lexington Christian.
plate number 15.
And batting for Lexington Christian is a senior infielder, Chase Galloway.
Left side hitters here for the
Hitting from the left side, no balls and 1 strike to count. Attempted to bunt the first time. This time
big
on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. No attempt at the bunt there.
outside corner count.
Galloway
Goes to no balls and 2
down in the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Pitcher on the mound for Verona. There's a attempt, there's a smash into center field, and the runner from second will come in and score. Lexington Christian with 2 runs in here in the top of the 10th inning to take a 2-run lead here, and runners ending up at first base and third base respectively, and still no outs here for Lexington Christian. Walter Verona, catcher, out to the mound to talk to the pitcher. And score now is 5-3 here in Lexington at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in favor of Lexington Christian.
A 5-3 lead. Nobody out.
The Lexington Christian Academy Eagles have taken a 2-run lead here. Into the box now is Matthew Johnson for Lexington Christian. The first pitch into him is high for ball 1. Infield is in here for Walter Verona.
Off of the supplied rosters that they gave us for the tournament.
And the 1-0 pitch is on the way, and it's inside for ball 2.
So Mr. Harris working from behind on virtually every batter that he's faced here so far.
Runners at first and third for Lexington Christian. The pitcher in the stretch to the plate. Attempted bunt. Runner goes down to second. No effort to throw him out. And the pitch is inside for ball 3. Walter Verona about to load the bases here in the top of the 10th. 2 runs already in, and there are no outs here for the Eagles of Lexington Christian Academy. The 3-ball, no strike pitch to the plate is right down central for a call, strike 1.
Seems to be able to make a good pitch when he has to.
3-1 is the count to Matthew Johnson. Runners at second and third for Lexington Christian, and the next pitch on the way is inside for ball 4.
The bases are loaded.
And Lexington Christian has loaded the bases here in the top of the 10th. 2 runs in already. And coming to the plate now is number 1, Thomas Stout for Lexington Christian. Chance really to blow this thing wide open right now. Bases jammed. 2 runs already in, no outs. And the Walter Verona pitcher will go into his full windup, and his pitch to the plate is outside for ball 1. A little work now going on down in the Walter Verona bullpen. Maybe a little bit too late. The next pitch in is on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Meanwhile, we can see the Caldwell County Tigers down in the left field corner up by the pavilion, trying to get loose, stay warm. It's 41 degrees here. The next pitch in is low. Gets past the catcher, but only by about 5 or 6 feet. 3 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count to Thomas Stout. Bases full of Eagles here. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Thomas Stout. Hitting from the right side. Pitcher for Walter Verona is a right-hander, and from the full windup, the pitch is sliced into right field, and it's out of play, foul ball. Count evens now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lexington Christian playing with these foul lines. That ball was not fouled by that much. The first play earlier in the game probably hit just either on the line or just inside fair territory. The next pitch into Stout is low outside. Nice stop by the catcher. And it's now, count goes full here, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, no outs here for Lexington Christian. 2 runs already in for them here in the top of the 10th to take a 2-run lead. The next pitch on the way is downstairs for ball 4, and that's going to force in the 3rd run of the inning here. Lexington Christian Academy now taking a 3-run lead here. No effort from the Walton Verona dugout, although they do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Warming up in the bullpen is number 17, Zach Bertkey, warming up for Walton Verona. Courtesy runner in for Lexington Christian is Thomas Woosty. Pitcher for Walton Verona is has a little bit of wildness here in this inning, having walked at least three guys.
I think from the time I left Newport till the time I got home in Alexandria, I think he had not retired anybody than walked.
And the first pitch of the next hitter in for Lexington Christian is Will McClurg. His first pitch in him was a ball. The next pitch on the way is right down central for a called strike 1. Count evens at 1-1.
We've got the Caldwell County broadcast team in the house. Thanks for sending the video link that's on the...
And the next pitch in is called strike 2 on the outside corner. Count 2. Will McClurg is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded here for the Lexington Christian Eagles. The next pitch in is foul out of play here to the right into the stands, and we're sparsely populated here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, but good entertainment today if you like baseball.
Absolutely there, Bob.
And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way to McClurg is fly ball into left field. Left fielder coming in is under it, has it. No throw to the no runner attempting. Great throw from the left fielder, hitting his cutoff man perfectly. And Lexington Christian is now 1 out here in the top of the 10th. Nice play by the left fielder on that one to keep that runner at third, and a nice coaching job here because they did not have to that was not the first run in the inning, that would have been the 4th. So you don't want to have one of your lead runs cut down at the plate. And the next pitch into the next hitter is looped into center field. The center fielder coming in has it, and the runner from third attempting to score, and he will. Sacrifice fly is good here for the batter, which is Jonathan Navis. Sacrifice fly, nice little running catch by the center fielder, but in no position to make a strong throw to the plate, and so now 4 runs have scored for Lexington Christian here in the top of the 10th. And at bat now is number 14, Evan Byers for the Eagles. First pitch into him is outside for ball 1. Runners at first and second here for the Eagles.
Outside for ball.
Byers hitting from the left side. Pitcher from the stretch position and to the plate is again low and outside for ball 2.
Behind 2 balls in those strikes.
Count now 2 balls and no strikes to Evan Byers, and the next pitch into him is high for ball 3.
Again, we'll tell the folks back home this isn't the Caldwell game yet.
We're still waiting to get on the field and see what we can do in our game with Bishop Brossert. Next pitch in is a called strike 1 on the outside corner, 3 balls and 1 strike to the hitter for Lexington Christian, Evan Byers. Lexington Christian leading here 7-3. Top of the 10th. The next pitch in is swung on and missed for strike 2.
He did
Count
open
runs
the radar.
full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And count goes full here, 2 bars. The next pitch in is fly ball popped up. The catcher over near the stands and has it for the third out to retire the side. An acrobatic catch here for the Walter Verona catcher, but the damage has been done by Lexington Christian with coming up with 4 runs here in the top of the 10th. They now lead going into the bottom of the 10th, 7-3 over the Walter Verona. The Bearcats having a lot of work to do here as they come to the plate in the bottom of the 10th inning.
It didn't go their way, and the Lexington Christian Eagles allowed to hang around long enough to
back to the mound for Lexington Christian is number 14, Evan Byers, a freshman for the Eagles, trying to close this thing out for the Eagles. And
Hugh swings to the bat here.
The winner of this game, Lexington Christian and Walton Verona, will play the winner of Caldwell County and Bishop Brossert tomorrow. So,
and that's hoping we'll hope that will be the Caldwell County Tigers. And
probably.
Yes. and Jordan, while we've got a second here while they're warming up here, go over a commercial here. This broadcast is made possible by your friends at Princeton Water and Wastewater. We salute the Tiger baseball team for being in the state All-A tournament in Lexington this weekend. Princeton Water and Wastewater, supplying quality water and sewer services to the residents of Princeton for many years. At Princeton Water and Wastewater, service and reliability are our 2 most important products. We thank the Princeton Water and Wastewater people for being a sponsor of this state tournament. And we're back to action here in the bottom of the 5th. The skies are really clearing up nicely. Now, sun is almost out. I did mention the lights have been on since we drove into the ballpark, and I see the Tigers now gathering down in the left field corner in this pavilion tent down there. So maybe this game will end here in the bottom of the 10th. First pitch in is low for ball 1. The hitter for Walter Verona is number 22, James Tilley. And the next pitch in from Byers is a little tap to the shortstop. He's in, up, throw is in time for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 10th. Lexington Christian 2 outs away from getting this victory.
Stayed down nice and low on the slow hit ground ball. Picked it up, made a play.
1 out here for the Walton Verona Bearcats. And into the plate, batter's box now. We'll get his number here shortly.
This will be Will McClurg.
Will McClurg.
And it's number 7, Jeremy Moran for Walton Verona. And Lexington Christian Byers on the mound. And the Walton Verona hitter with and it's ball 1 inside 1-1 for the count to Jeremy Moran. 1 ball, 1 strike. Byers on the mound. His full windup and pitch to the plate is downstairs in the on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. Umpire gave me a little bit of confusion on that one. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way to the plate. It hits the batter.
This one comes inside hard, and Jeremy Moran
Trying to work the inside corner of the plate. Pitch gets away from Byers. Byers on the is a freshman for Lexington Christian and throws from the left side. Into the box now is Tyler Wagner. 1 out here for Walton Verona. And Jordan, just seeing the temperatures warmed up to a really sultry 43.
Where do you see? Oh, I see it there.
pitch right
I heard you say something about the temperature earlier, and I couldn't find that thermometer you were talking about for anything.
And the first pitch into
Smoke there, that's the first real heater we've seen.
the hitter is a called strike one.
Mr. Byer.
Mr. Byers to the plate. This pitch is low, and count evens to Tyler Wagner at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out to count here. Or 1 out is the number of outs. The 1-1 is the count.
Talking about heat, it's only 80.
The next pitch into Wagner is popped out of play here to the left side.
Takes to be a big leaguer.
Stays in the park. Ball bouncing around.
Caldwell County gathering down the left field line wearing Newport Catholic colors, blue and gold.
And Byers on the mound, stretch position to the plate. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first is not in time. 2 outs here for Walter Verona, and stepping into the box is number 13, Braxton Foley.
Verona now down to their last batter.
Walter Verona with 1 more out to try to keep this thing alive, down by 4 runs. Byers on the mound for Walter Verona. For Lexington Christian. Steps off now as the fielder for Lexington Christian will play, first baseman will play behind the runner, getting their signals worked out. And Byers' first pitch to the plate is swung on and missed for strike 1.
The difference in the ball game in regulation.
Again,
Now no balls.
Lexington Christian tying this game in the top of the 7th with a 3-run bomb, scoring 4 in the top of the 10th to go up 7-3. The next pitch in to Braxton Foley is a ball low. Count to him is 1 ball and 1 strike.
1 hour, 3 minutes, and 56 seconds.
And the next pitch in is a line drive into center field. And runner will stop at second. Runners at first and second for Walter Verona, still not dead here. And the hitter will be number 5, Micah Alford, the catcher.
The pop-up behind home plate that ended the inning for the Lexington Christian Eagles.
And Alford steps into the box. Runners at first and second for Walter Verona. The first pitch from Byers in is fouled, swung on and fouled out of play down here to the right.
The catcher obliges. Alford fouls one off to
No balls and 1 strike to count to Alford.
the right field line.
In the outfield position, we have center fielder playing really in right center. That ball was fouled to the right side. The next pitch in is low for ball 1. No advance by the runners. Walter Verona with runners at first and second.
Count evens, 1 ball.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Alford.
Extra innings here. Calling
We're in extra innings here, the bottom of the 10th.
Walton Verona.
The next pitch in from Byers is foul back here.
Ball right into the screen.
And now we're 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 strike away from ending this game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is on the way to the plate, and it's inside for ball 2. Count now is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 on base for the
And with the 2-2 count, Byers looking in, has a sign to the stretch. The hesitation in the pitch to the plate is fouled.
basketball coach swinging a miss with this one.
Swinging a miss, and
Comes all the way to the backstop.
and the runner down to first base on the strikeout, but the catcher ball bounded about 20 feet away from him.
So now
So Walter Verona with the bases loaded.
the tying
You never know in this game. Stepping into the plate is number 16 for Walton Verona, Travis
And
Man.
no pressure there.
And the base is loaded. Jack here gets this game tied again, Jordan.
Yeah.
The first pitch in for Myers is downstairs for ball one. And Myers from the left side, and the hitter for Walton Verona hits from the left side. The 1-ball, no strike pitch on the way is cut on and fouled back here by Travis Brower.
The ingredients are there.
1 ball, 1 strike, and this kid looks pretty big from here. He's a freshman. Looks pretty good sized kid out to be a freshman. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Myers to the stretch, the pitch, way outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count to Travis Brower.
Trying to catch him antsy.
And again, 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The next pitch in to Breyer is a call, strike 2 on the outside corner. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, we're 1 strike away from a Lexington Christian Eagle victory. 7-3 is your score. The base is loaded for Walton Verona here in the bottom of the 10th. Myers comes set and to the plate, way inside for ball 3. And we're full here.
Everything's full.
Yes, the runners actually with 2 outs will be off and running here. The 3-2 pitch is on the way, swung on and missed, and that's the ball game. And your final score here in game number 1 of the All-A State Tournament is the Lexington Christian Eagles 7, the Walton Verona Bearcats 3. So game 1 is in the books, and coming up here is our Caldwell County Tigers versus the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. And Jordan, what we'll do is probably go for a couple minutes for commercial.
Absolutely.
And we'll get that as soon as we get our camera set up here. The teams will have some time to get loose and stretched and all that. So we will we will be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
A reminder from the people of Benny Ryle Electric. Take time to look around your home and workplace to make sure your electrical equipment is safe. Replace overloaded outlets, worn or damaged electric cords and appliances. Use only light bulbs of the proper wattage. These are simple things that can be easily overlooked and taken for granted. Making sure your wiring is safe is important to your safety. This is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of Benny Ryle Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said, "The four pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a fifth pillar. The fifth pillar is America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all the others." A thought from Penny Rile Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. Penny Rile Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
New car and truck buyers, listen up. It's the time of year that the 16s are rolling out and the 17s are rolling in. At Tri-Seas Incorporated, we offer 7 new American car lines to choose from, awesome trade-in allowances, end-of-the-year model rebates, and great financing options. Some people think they have to go out of town for a great deal. We think shopping in Princeton, Kentucky at Tri-Seas Incorporated might just be the best decision you ever make. Give Trice a try before you buy. And as always, if we don't have what you're looking for on our lot, we'll find it for you. Tri-Seas Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
And welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Game one is in the bag with Lexington Christian winning over Walton Bravona in extra innings, 10 innings to be exact, 7-3. The Tigers are out on the field warming up, as well as the Mustangs from Bishop Brossert, the infield grounds crew doing their thing, getting the batter's box set up, and I understand we will have no infield practice. This game time now is 1:03. This game was scheduled to start at 12, so we're probably going to be about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes late getting this second game started, obviously due to the first game going 10 innings. So, but the weather here looking better all the time. I'd say about 1/3 of the sky condition now is clear, pretty blue quies up above. The Tigers in the left field, down the left field line will be in the the third base dugout. And the grounds crew without a tractor out here getting the base paths a line. They're walking with one of the drags. 2 people are doing that. And we will...
That helped it all.
And again, Bishop Brossert down the right field side here, getting loose, warming up. Dugouts, one dugout, the third base dugout is cleared, and the other dugout with Walter Verona is just about ready to be emptied for Brossert to use that dugout once they come off the field. Both teams limbering up, throwing the ball around, lengthening their long short toss routine. Again, pitching today for the Tigers will be Gabe East.
Okay, I promise.
The lineup for Caldwell County, we'll give that to you right now. Noah Brown, and we will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Noah Brown will lead off and play second. Batting second will be our pitcher, Gabe East. Hitting third, our shortstop, Bryce Thomas. Batting cleanup today, the second baseman, Jace Ryan Felker. Our DH hitting fifth, Dylan Gray. Hitting sixth, our first baseman, Shane Burns. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ty Ramey. Hitting eighth, the right fielder, Gage Hendon. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Oliver Parker. Trace Lacey will be in left field, but Dylan Gray will be DHing for him. And we'll go over the batting order for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. Leading off for them and catching is Trent Parker. Pitching today will be Zach Hamburg. He's hitting second. Hitting third, the shortstop, Chase Keller. The DH, Ian Brackey, hitting fourth. The second baseman, Jake Sindelblack, hitting fifth. Hitting sixth is third baseman Bryce Kramer. Right fielder Nolan Verst, hitting seventh. Hitting eighth, the first baseman Jared Bynum. And hitting ninth, the left fielder Tyler McDonald. Center field today for the Mustangs will be Tanner Griffin. DHing for him will be Ian Brocky. First base line being put down right now. Third base line is down. And the grounds crew working on the smoothing the base paths. The drags have all now left the infield, and we're probably, I think there will be the introduction of the teams, and maybe by about 1:20 or so we'll be ready to play some baseball. Lights are still on here, even though the sky is becoming at least 1/3 to 1/2 clear now. Temperature is warming up. We're now 44 degrees. Field is beautiful here at the home of the Lexington Legends. I'm not sure whether they're probably a Class A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. Not sure on that. Maybe we'll find out a little bit later as the game goes on what that particular affiliation is. Tigers are in their home white uniforms. Bishop Brossert in gray pants and green shirts. The Mustangs. And again, we want to remind you of sponsors helping make this broadcast possible. Trice Hughes Incorporated, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, Planters Bank, the Woodall Agency, Pennyroyal Rural Electric Cooperative, the Princeton Water and Wastewater, and Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. Those are helping us with this broadcast from Lexington. So far, we have no umpires making their way on to the field. Tigers now are beginning to make their way to the third base dugout.
They're changing that replay system around. The guy said, "Wow, yeah." He said, "We know."
Bob, it's a little chilly up here in the press box now.
Well, we had this some gentleman open a window right in front of you, Jordan.
Yeah, well,
and what's that camera maybe taking?
They've got some sort of camera, yeah. And they wanted that. If I would have known that, I would have set my camera up in that window, but I'm not going to move it now.
It's getting warmer, though. As I mentioned, it's 44.
44 is definitely better than 40.
Yeah, and I think the high today may only be, and it's good that the skies are clearing so that the warmth of the sun can come through and beat down on everybody. It's now 1:10 Eastern Time.
Tigers warming up there in the outfield.
And we still haven't had any official start time given to us yet, but I would think in this cold weather they would give proper time for the teams to warm up.
No, we got Caldwell. We've brought some fans. Nothing like last year at the state tournament, but we have traveled well. We've got some fans in the stands today.
It's hard to see from where we're sitting right now. Last year we were down a little bit more on the end here in the press box and could see. And a lot of people have made their way back up under the...
people have been up closer to the building.
And in some of these boxes around here.
True, yeah.
To keep warm. And 44 degrees again is our temperature. Warming up from 40 when we first got here. About 10 o'clock, or excuse me, somewhere around, about 11 o'clock Eastern Time.
I suspect there's some folks in the infield there at Churchill Downs over in Louisville. They're pretty warm outside there right now. But
Well, and what I hope is not happening in Louisville at Churchill is the rain continuing to fall.
Yeah.
It was raining earlier today, we understand, and
Yep.
Jordan's trip and my trip to Lexington, we were in rain for probably about 60, 70 miles short of E-Town and on to about 30 miles.
Not really a light rain either.
It was pretty hard rain, and a lot of the 60, 70 miles that we were in rain. But rain is held off all day here in Lexington.
Things look clear
And
over Louisville right now.
skies are clearing beautifully from the west. I would say rain chances right now are nil.
Yeah, all the rain from Louisville, like say from Lexington to Bowling Green and west, is clear.
And south of us, so nothing in sight on the radar that I'm seeing here. So we're just waiting for the warm-ups to be concluded. Again, on the mound today for the Tigers will be left-hander Gabe East. And the pitcher for Bishop Brossert is Zach Hamburg. Bishop Brossert's record coming into this game is 10-11. Tigers are at 14-5 coming into this game.
Well, Bob, let's kick it back to the station for a minute and get some of our sponsors in, and we'll come right back and have you some baseball action, hopefully.
Okay, that sounds good to me, Jordan.
Our world is full of different flavors.
Flavors, different styles, and everybody brings something unique. That's where we got the inspiration
From McDonald's new signature
crafted recipe sandwiches like Tico guacamole,
guacamole noodles, hash avocados, sweet barbecue bacon with
crispy onions, and maple bacon Dijon with bacon with sweet maple seasoning.
You bring your
Flavor to the world, we bring ours to you.
at participating McDonald's.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
May is National Electrical Safety Month. It is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of Benny Ryle Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said the four pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a fifth pillar, America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all the others. A thought from Benny Ryle Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. Benny Ryle Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. The umpires have made their way down from the right field corner now at the plate. Tigers now making their way to the dugout. Warming up in the left field bullpen is today's starting pitcher for the Caldwell County Tigers, Gabe East. Catching today will be Ty Ramey. And we notice that the pitcher for Bishop Brossert, number 5, Zach Hamburg, is also a lefty. So something unique you almost never see in high school, 2 left-handed pitchers going at it here in a game. They're the coaches at the plate now for Caldwell County and Bishop Brossert. A lot of handshaking going on down there. And I would assume that this is the same crew we had for the first game. Although the doesn't look like the home plate umpire is out there, but know how many umpires they have working this, but this one is a 4-man crew as well. Ball gotten loose from Gabe East down here. It's made its way all the way down here behind home plate. Nobody seems to want to go pick it up. Umpires and managers and the player designated representatives are going over the ground rules here at the home plate.
Okay, that was Ron Burst and his thoughts on today's game. You got me?
I got you.
Okay, very good. All right, the manager, the coaches are meeting with the umpires around home plate. It is a 4-man crew working the ball game here today. The all-ladies.
Well, I thought I'd try out my little headset, which I haven't tried out in a long time. I've been using my handheld microphone.
2015.
And pretty lengthy conversation going on here at the plate. I'm sure that they'll go over.
No funny business now.
Yeah. So it's the second time that we played in this park within a year's time. So we've got some little bit of understanding of what this park is like and what it feels like out on the field. And
we're going to be the visitors on the scoreboard. Bob.
We are the visitors. We are the visiting team. We will bat first here.
Drive 199 miles. I'd say you're the visitor.
And introducing the players for Caldwell County coming out is Aaron Ziobro being introduced. The substitutes for the Tigers are being introduced. And leading off here, batting first, Noah Brown for the Tigers. Gabe East warming up in the bullpen, hitting second. Bryce Thomas, the catcher, hitting third. Jace Ryan Felker playing second, hitting fourth. Dylan Gray, the DH, hitting fifth, hitting sixth. Shane Burns batting seventh, doing the catching and warming up in the bullpen. Ty Ramey, Gage Hendon hitting eighth, and Oliver Parker rounding out the batting order, hitting ninth, and Trace Lacey in left field being DH for. And those are your Caldwell County Tigers, and now being introduced will be the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. Coming out are their subs. And we'll have the introductions here once the subs are introduced.
Bob, the sun kind of wanting to poke out here at the start of our game. It's kind of funny. We had the threat of rain on our minds on our way here, and now the sun's shining.
And the lineup for Bishop Brossert catcher is Trent Parker, pitcher Zach Hamburg, shortstop Chase Keller, the DH Ian Brocky, second baseman Jake Sindelbach, third baseman Bryce Kramer, right field Nolan Vest, first base is Jared Bainham, left field is Tyler McDonald, and center fielder Tanner Griffin, who is being DH'd for today. So the coaches for Bishop Brossert coming out on the field, and I'm sure we'll have the national anthem. And we will have the playing of the national anthem here. Okay, time is now 1 minute 1:23, and we're probably going to be an hour and 24 minutes away from getting this game started. We notice that the clouds now are probably 50 to 75% gone. A lot of blue sky up there. Tigers gathering in front of their dugout for a pregame prayer. And there go the Brossert Mustangs onto the field. Zach Hamburg to the mound. By looking at the lineup, we know it's basically a senior, junior lineup with a few sophomores for the Brossert Mustangs.
The Mustangs here on the big field with 320 feet down the left field line, 401 straightaway center, and 320 down the right field lines. Plenty of room, plenty of green space out there.
And there goes the first warm-up pitch from Zach Hamburg. And just looking at the ballpark here, straightaway center field, 401 feet. Down the lines are 320 feet. And it's a pretty unique.
Hey, Bob, you got your glasses on today?
I can't see that one. I can see the 320 down on that one. I'm just saying,
I can barely read that one. Usually you have me pointing those out.
Well, the sun has made a big difference here.
It's
bright.
Sunshine,
it's getting bright here. The lights are on.
I'm sure they can tell on the live stream because it was a little bit dark. Yep.
Goes the throw down to second base for Brossert. And this ball game will commence here at 1:25 Eastern Time.
Dono McGregor taking his spot. I don't know if you remember the Caldwell County game. They called him Dono McGregor. Somebody buy that boy a donut.
Eastern Daylight Time, 1:25 here. Noel Brown stepping into the box for the Tigers.
Let's do this, Bob.
Facing Zach Hamburg. His first pitch is called strike on the outside corner. And the no ball, one strike pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to count to Noah Brown. Noah back in the box. Hamburg on the mound into his full windup. Pitch on the way is on a little bit outside for ball 1. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Noah Brown. On deck for the Tigers, pitcher Gabe East. Hamburg into the full wind. The pitch, it hits him.
Yeah. Noah Brown taking his base there.
And Caldwell County with a runner at first base here, getting things started off here in the top of the first inning. Stepping into the box now will be the Tiger pitcher, Gabe East, hitting from the left side. Hamburg is also a lefty coming from the left side. Pitch to the plate is in there for a call, strike 1 to Gabe East. No balls and 1 strike to count to Gabe East. Noah Brown with a moderate lead at first. Hamburg looks over at him. And the pitch to the plate. Ground ball foul down by the Tiger dugout. Count now is no balls and 2 strikes to Gabe East. Becoming a very, very beautiful day here in Lexington.
Yeah. That temperature is up to 45 now.
Temperature rising. And the 0-2 pitch into Gabe East is way outside for ball 1.
I think he was throwing that one at his mama there.
Way outside. Count now to Gabe East is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Noah Brown, the runner at first base for the Tigers. Hamburg to the plate, smash into right field, a base hit. Brown will not challenge the right fielder. And the Tigers place their first 2 runners on base. Gabe East with a single into the hole between first and second. And Noah Brown advancing to second on that. Bryce Thomas into the box, a switch hitter hitting from the right side. First pitch to him is in there for a call, strike 1. And our buddies to the right over here, the Bishop Brossert crew, notice it's the same thing I do. Foul ball out of play to Bryce Thomas. He's now 0-2. You get a delayed strike call. First you see the umpires kind of muscle up down there like something's hit them, and then they come up with a hand. The 0-2 pitch on the way to Bryce is fouled again out of play to the right side. Hanging in there, hanging tough. Count to him is no balls and 2 strikes. On deck will be the cleanup hitter, also a switch hitter, Jay Strine-Felker. Hamburg stretched to the plate, swung on and missed for strike 3. And Tigers with runners at first and second, now 1 out. Jay Strine-Felker into the box, hitting cleanup today, and on deck as Dylan Gray.
You know, Bryce Thomas, I saw him at the radio auction. He asked if they won all 3 games, if he could talk on the radio. I told him if y'all win all 3 games, I'll let the whole team talk on the radio.
First pitch into Jay Strine-Felker is a call, strike 1 on the outside corner.
Sun really shining out there, Bob.
It is beautiful, Jordan. This is baseball weather now. Yeah. 45, you don't even know it's 45. Next pitch is outside. Noah Brown cannot advance the third to count evens to Jay Strine-Felker at 1 ball and 1 strike.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these folks up high in the stands get down and come out into the sunshine.
Well, we'll probably see that happen.
Yeah.
Hamburg set. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is a fly ball lifted into center fielder. The center fielder is there under it, has it for the second out, and there are now 2 down for the Tigers here in the top of the first. Runner still at first and second for the Tigers. Into the batter's box now is the designated hitter, Dylan Gray. Dylan looking down to Coach Stallings at third base for signs. Into the box now, Hamburg from the stretch position. Look back at second and to the plate. Outside for ball one. One of the first hitters that Hamburg hasn't gotten ahead of. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Hamburg now set to the plate. Again, outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Dylan Gray. Dylan looking down at Coach Dallins. Steps back into the box. Hamburg with a sign. The look back at second. His pitch to the plate is in there for a call, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Dylan Gray. Dylan again checking as coach at third base, getting signs. Hamburg to the stretch position and to the plate is in there for a call, strike 2. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count on Dylan Gray on deck is, should he get there, would be Shane Burns. Hamburg to the plate and take it inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runners will be off with this pitch. And Hamburg on the mound comes set to the plate. Call, strike 3. And for the Tigers here in the bottom of the first inning, we get no runs on 1 hit. We have 2 men left on base and no Bishop Brossert errors. And at the end of 1/2 inning of play, it's Caldwell County nothing. Bishop Brossert coming to bat. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
You've heard about OnStar, but have you heard about the new Remote Link app available for your smartphone? Now on most all GM vehicles that are equipped with OnStar, you can lock and unlock your vehicle from your phone. You can start your vehicle remotely from anywhere, and you can check diagnostics while browsing your phone. So let's get this straight. You can be out of town, but your vehicle is at home, and your daughter needs her ball bat in the back seat, and you have the keys in your purse. Panic? No way. Just unlock your vehicle from your phone, and voila, happy teenager. Stop by Tri-Fuse in Princeton for info and setup.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Tigers with a little threat in the first inning. 2 men on with 1 out, could not get the runners around. And we're at the end of 1/2 inning of play with a score 0-0. Bishop Brossert coming to bat. The first 3 hitters for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs will be Trent Parker, the catcher, the pitcher Zach Hamburg, and the shortstop Chase Keller.
Bob, if somebody's listening right now and they're like, man, this sounds great, but I wish I could watch the ball game. You can. Just visit us on Facebook. I've got the link there. Or just visit WPKYonline.com. There's a button at the top that says live video stream or live stream or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I labeled it. But button up top, you click that, click play, and you're good to go, and you'll be watching along with us.
Well, and we invite you to do that.
That's a great picture.
WPKYonline.com.
We've got a great angle up here in this press box. Very rare that we're up this high for a ball game, and it's a good one.
And there goes the throw down to second base by Ty Ramey. Ready for play here in the bottom of the first inning.
And we want to thank our sponsors, Tri-Fuse, McDonald's, First Southern National Bank, Planters Bank, the Woodall Agency, Penny Raw Rural Electric, Princeton Water Wastewater Commission, Fredonia Valley Bank, and the Princeton Optimist Club. Princeton Optimist Club helping us out there and also helped the baseball team out, I know. With a donation to help with their expenses.
We appreciate the Optimist Club.
They've had a busy week.
First pitch in from Gabe East to Trent Parker is a called strike. East. His next pitch in is low for ball 1, into the dirt a little bit. Not cleanly handled by Ty Ramey.
All right.
And Trent Parker, the hitter for the Mustangs, the catcher.
46 degrees out there, Bob.
1-1 pitch on the way. is lofted down the right field line, and it's going to get out of play for strike two. And this is a spacious ballpark. When it goes 400 feet deep and 320 down the line, you definitely have more area out there, more green, and outfielders are medium depth right now.
What stands out to me is the amount of play area behind the plate.
Yes, and being
compared
up,
to these smaller fields.
being up high, you get to see that. The next pitch in from Gabe East to Trent Parker, swung on and missed for strike three. One out here for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the first inning. Into the plate, Zach Greenberg. He's hitting from the left side. Gabe East pitching from the left side, lefty against lefty. Gabe winds and fires, and it's low for ball one.
Zach Hamburg, ball one. The sun is now out and shining brightly on our old Kentucky home here in Lexington. Amazing.
Gabe East behind in the count now. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch is lofted into the left fielder. Trace Lacy is over, under it, and has it for the out. Second out here. Fly ball to Trace Lacy in left. Caught for out number 2. And Chase Keller stepping in here for the Mustangs. Playing short today. And Gabe East on the mound, winds and fires. Swung on and missed for strike one. No balls and 1 strike is the count to Keller. East on the rubber, has a sign into his full wind in the pitch. Swung on and missed again for strike 2. Count to Chase Keller. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first inning. No score here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington. The 0-2 pitch on the way is a smash to the shortstop. Up over to first is in time for the out. A nice play by the shortstop. Count play goes 6-3 if you're scoring at home. And for the Mustangs here in the first inning, they get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, and no Tiger errors. And at the end of 1 complete inning play here at Lexington at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY Online, 103.3 The Tiger.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Your morning deserves the very best, like a $1 sausage biscuit or $1 any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee on the McDonald's new breakfast value menu. Price and participation may vary.
Welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. No score at the end of 1 inning of play. There goes the throw down to second base. And leading it off here for the Tigers in the top of the second inning will be the first baseman, Shane Burns, followed by Ty Ramey, and then Gage Hendon. The Tigers with a medium threat in the first inning, a 2 runners on, but couldn't get them around. 2 strikeouts in the first inning ended that rally. First pitch in from Hamburg is in there for a call, strike 1. Next pitch in to Shane is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Ooh, he wanted a piece of that.
And the count to Shane now goes no balls and 2 strikes. Hamburg into his full wind, and the pitch on the way is smashed to the shortstop. He's up with it. Throw over to first in time for the out. Play goes 6-3. And 1 out here for the Tigers here in the top of the second inning. Into the box now, the lanky right-hander.
Lanky is right.
6'6", Ty Ramey. Ty doing the catching today.
I was telling Ty he looks about 20 in a baseball uniform.
First pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
But outside of a baseball uniform, he looks like an extremely tall 13-year-old.
And the no ball, 1 strike pitch on the way from Hamburger. It's popped up, and will it get out of play? Yeah. It's angling. Yeah, it will get out of play. And again, what we've noticed before, the pitcher is only with the exception of one player getting ahead in the count, and when you get ahead in the count, you can do more and more things. Hitter has more and more pressure on him. The no ball, 2 strike pitch on the way from Hamburg is popped out of play again over here to the right side. And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. No ball, 2 strike pitch on the way from Zach Hamburg is swung on and missed for strike 3. And for the Tigers now stepping into the batter's box, the right fielder, the number 8 hitter, Gage Hendon. These 2 young men coming up, Gage Hendon and Oliver Parker, both have the talent of putting the ball into play. First pitch into Gabe is swung on and fouled back here to the screen. Again, the Hamburg getting ahead of the hitter here.
Next game scheduled to go at 2:30 p.m. That ball club, Pikeville sitting right behind first base.
All right.
And no balls and 2 strikes. The count to Zach Hamburg. Hamburg on the mound into his full wind, and his pitch on the way is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to Gage Hendon. Gage, the only senior in the Tiger lineup. The next pitch to him is back to the pitcher, over to first in time for the up. Play goes 1-3 if you're scoring. Third out here for the Tigers. And in the top of the second, Caldwell County gets no runs on no hits. They leave nobody on base, no Bishop Brossert error, and after 1 1/2 innings of play, it's Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the second inning at Whitaker Bank Ballpark here in Lexington, the home of the Lexington Legends. And we're scoreless after 1 1/2 innings of play. Jordan, the temperature's now getting really balmy. It's 46.
Yeah.
And the sky's still about 50-75% clear.
It's like suddenly we don't have the best seats in the house.
And a little breeze going. You can see the flags a little bit at center field or left center, blowing a little bit. Stepping into the box here, the first hitter for the Brossert Mustangs will be number 30, Ian Brocky. And Gabe East in this first inning of work, 3 up and 3 down for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. Brackey, the hitter for Mustangs. The first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Brackey is the DH today, DHing for the center fielder, Tanner Griffin. The next pitch into him is just missed on the outside corner again. It's ball 2 to Brackey. 2 balls and no strikes to count to him. East into his full line. The pitch, ball 3 high.
Ball 3. So Big Ian Brackey, pretty good target up there.
And
His work east behind.
we'll see if Gabe can battle back here from a 3-ball, no strike count. The next pitch into him is on the inside corner for a call, strike 1. All year long, the Tiger pitching staff, Jordan, has seemed to pitch better when they're pitching from behind. They almost never get ahead of the batter. The 3-1 pitch to Brackey is popped and is going to get out of play and onto the roof here. And the count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Ian Brackey. And Gabe East on the mound has the sign into the full line, and the pitch is a call, strike 3.
Well, he took off jogging like he was going to take the base and then realized it was a strike.
You get these umpires with this delay call, and you don't know until about 3 seconds what's going on. And 1 out here for the Brossert Mustangs here in the bottom of the second. Into the box now is the second baseman, Jake Sindelbach. And Sindelbach is the first pitch into him is high for ball 1. Second baseman, Jake Sindelbach. And the next pitch from Gabe East is upstairs for ball 2. Count, 2 balls and no strikes. Again, a situation where we get behind and then we battle ourselves back. Gabe winds and fires, fouled off to the third base side here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count to Sindelbach.
Very appreciative. Mark, his dad always thanks us for broadcasting the games. I think Sindelbach's has got
New balls to Gabe East on the mound. Gabe on the rubber. Looking into Ramey for his sign. Winds, and the pitch on the way is low for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Sindelbach. One out here in the bottom of the second. The next pitch in from Gabe is outside for ball 4. Gabe's first walk here of the afternoon. The first Mustang to reach base here in this game. And into the batter's box now be number 11, the third baseman, Bryce Kramer. Little token throw over to first base. And stepping in the box now is Kramer. Kramer, the third baseman today for the Mustangs. Gabe East, stretch to the plate. Call strike 1 on the outside corner. And Gabe getting ahead of this hitter. No balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, Gabe at the belt and to the plate. Outside for ball 1. Count to Kramer is 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first base with 1 out here for the Mustangs. In the bottom second, Jake Sindelbach. Kramer waiting in the box. Gabe East set and to the plate. Bounding ball to shortstop, up to second for 1 out. Over to first is 2. So 6-4-3 double play for the Tigers to get out of this. Great play started by Noah Brown, or by Bryce Thomas, excuse me. For the Mustangs, they get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, and no Tiger errors here. And the courtesy of the double play, the Tigers and the Mustangs are tied after 2 innings of play here in Lexington, 0-0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And we're back here in Lexington. After 2 complete innings of play, it's Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. Entering the 3rd inning here, Caldwell County will send up Oliver Parker, their number 9 hitter, followed by the leadoff hitter Noah Brown, and then Gabe East. First pitch in from Oliver is outside for ball 1. Hamburg working quickly. His next pitch to the plate is swung on and missed by Oliver Parker. Strike 1. Count to Parker is 1 ball, 1 strike. Hamburg with a sign into his full wind in the pitch. Foul, swung on and fouled off to the right here. Count to Oliver now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Hamburg ahead of the Caldwell County Tiger hitter. His next pitch on the way is a bounding ball, foul down the third base line. Great play by Noah Brown in the on-deck circle to get that ball. Count still to Oliver Parker at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hamburg winds. His next pitch to the plate. Foul ball back here on the roof, out of play. Oliver always getting the bat on the ball. We may see 15 more foul balls here. The 1 ball, 2 strike count to him. The next pitch on the way is fly ball lofted to left field. The left fielder is under it. Under it, has it, and makes it to catch.
Tigers recording their first out here.
Yeah, with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Back around to the top of the lineup for the Tigers. Noah Brown, his first time up, was hit by the pitch. Officially 0 for 0 at the plate today. Hamburg into his wind. The first pitch on the way is smashed into left field. A base hit for Noah Brown. First pitch swinging ropes one between his third baseman and the shortstop into left field. The Tigers' second hit of the day. Followed here by Gabe East. Gabe's first time up was a rocket on the ground between the first and second baseman in the right field for a single. Gabe hitting from the left side. Hamburger is a lefty. He comes set. And to the plate is low, and catcher wanting to throw to first does not. Gabe East out of the box looking down at Coach Stallings. Now back in the box. Hamburg from the stretch to the plate. High, there goes the throw down to second base. And the second base, or shortstop can't handle it. And Noah Brown is in to second base. We'll give him a stolen base on that. Yeah, the throw was going to get down there if it could have been handled, but it bounced down there. The count was a ball to Gabe East or strike in the count to Gabe, 1-1. The next pitch in is low, is ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Gabe East. Gabe looking down at Coach Stallings. Hamburg set to the plate and call strike 2 to Gabe East. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to Gabe East. Hamburg on the mound, comes set, Look back at the runner and to the plate. Swung on and missed, is dropped, and the throw down to first is in time. There goes Noah Brown to third base.
It will go as a strikeout, but the runner at second, Noah Brown, moves on to third with 2 outs. He had to go up and get it. He had to elevate.
And with a runner at third base here in the top of the third inning, into the box is Bryce Thomas hitting from the right side. The Tigers with a chance to get ahead. There's a bounding ball back to the mound. A grab, nice grab by the pitcher. And on to first for the out to retire the side here. Play goes 1-3. Sharply hit ball, but could not get through. For the Tigers, we get no runs on no hits. We leave one runner on, and there were no Bishop Brossert errors. And at the end of 2 1/2 innings of play here in Lexington, it's Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. And we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back to Whitaker Bank Ballpark here. Caldwell County with a chance to get on the board first. Shot up the middle, handled by the pitcher. That ball not handled by the pitcher gets easily into center field, and the Tigers would go up 1-0. But a great stop by the pitcher, who's left-handed, and really from his natural position, if he had been a right-hander, probably would not have gotten that to that ball. So for Bishop Brossert here in the bottom of the third will be their number 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Their right fielder, number 14, Nolan Verst. Into the box, he's hitting from the left side. Gabe East winds his first pitch on the way, outside for ball 1. So with Gabe falling behind here, 1 ball, no strikes. His next pitch on the way to the plate is high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Nolan Verst, their right fielder. Gabe with the sign, the wind, and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Count to Nolan Verst now is 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the third. The leadoff hitter for the Mustangs here in the third. The next pitch in. Little foul ball out here, coming back. Count. Now to Nolan Verst, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Gabe winds and fires, dropped, and the throw down to first is in time for the out. Swing, strikeout. And that's Gabe's 3rd strikeout. We're through 7 batters for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs, and stepping into the box is their first baseman, Jared Bainham, hitting 8th in the lineup today for the Brossert Mustangs. The first pitch in from Gabe East is high for ball 1. The 1 ball, no strike pitch is on the way from Gabe East, and it's down low for ball 2. First one was high, the last one was low. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count to Jared Bainham. The next pitch in from East is swung on and missed, and that ball was outside. And the count now to Bainham, 2 balls and 1 strike. Gabe winds and fires on the mound, and it's ball 3 high. And count now to Bainham, 3 balls and 1 strike. Gabe East on the mound, and the pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. We're full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bainham. Gabe looking in. Has his sign and into his full wind, and the pitch is a little foul ball back here by the screen. Again, the count full to Jared Bainham. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, we're ready for play. Gabe on the mound, on the rubber, winds into the plate. Foul down the third base line.
So Bainham now ringing up a few pitches on the sophomore hurler from Caldwell County, Princeton, Kentucky, region number 2.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The count remains.
Do you have a bass fishing team? No. Okay. I thought maybe being from far western Kentucky they would.
Trigg County has the bass fishing team. Next pitch in to Bainham is missed for strike 3.
Bainham goes down on strikes, so Nolan Verse.
Is it Trigg or is it Lyon County that has a bass fishing team?
Trigg's got one too.
No, Trigg, their archery team's the big team.
Yeah.
Kind of gone off
they have
on
an
a tangent.
archery. I think they have an art. We're getting some back play over here from our Brossert announcers. They think that we're in the fishing end of the state, but
we're just shy, right?
I don't know what a fish looks like, except when they put it on my plate. And the first pitch in to Tyler McDonald is low for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch on the way is lofted into left field. The shortstop back, Bryce Thomas, making a nice over-the-shoulder catch for the third out here. And that will do it here for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs in the bottom of the third inning. For the Mustangs, they get no runs, no hits, nobody left on base, no Tiger errors. And at the end of 3 complete innings of play here in Lexington, Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. And we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, The Tiger.
A reminder from the people of Pennyrile Electric. Take time to look around your home and workplace to make sure your electrical equipment is safe. Replace overloaded outlets, worn or damaged electric cords and appliances. Use only light bulbs with the proper wattage. These are simple things that can be easily overlooked and taken for granted. Making sure your wiring is safe is important to your safety. This is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of Pennyrile Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said, "The 4 pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a 5th pillar. The 5th pillar is America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all the others." A thought from Pennyrile Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. Pennyrile Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
And welcome back to Lexington. Beginning the top of the 4th inning. Again, we're scoreless here in Lexington, 0-0. Tigers with 2 base hits have left 3 men on base. Not been able to get any of them across the plate to seize a lead here. And for Bishop Brossert, not nearly 3 up and 3 down, but they've only faced the minimum 9 batters. First pitch swinging is Jace Ryan Felker, the second baseman, back under it and has it for the first out. A pop out to the second baseman. Out number 1 here for the Tigers. And Dylan Gray, the designated hitter, into the box now. He called out on strikes his first time up. He will be followed by Shane Burns. First pitch to Dylan Gray. Fouled out of play here to the right side. Again, the Bishop Brossert pitcher getting ahead of the Tiger hitters. No balls and 1 strike to count. The next pitch in is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Dylan Gray. Hamburg working quickly, and his next pitch to the plate is inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Dylan Gray. The next pitch in from Zach Hamburg. Smash to the shortstop. He's up. Over the throw, over to first in time for the out.
2 up, 2 down for the Tigers here in the 4th.
And stepping into the box now, the Tiger first baseman, number 10, Shane Burns.
Number 4 hitter, they get the number 5 hitter retired 6-4.
And Hamburg working to Burns. And first pitch in is a call, strike 1. Shane, the first time up, bounced out to the shortstop. Smash. The next pitch in from Hamburg. There's a smash into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Tigers with their 3rd hit of the game. And that comes with 2 outs here in the the top of the 4th. Into the box now is the catcher, Ty Ramey. Ty called out on, or went down swinging his first time up. And runner at first is Shane Burns. The first pitch in to Ty is in there for a call, strike 1. And Zach Hamburg set to the plate. Swung and foul for strike 2. Tie in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes here. Runner at first is Shane Burns on via the single. The 0-2 pitch from Hamburg is on the way to the plate. Ball high and outside for ball 1. On deck, should he get to the plate, would be Gage Hendon. Ramey with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Hamburg comes set. His pitch to the plate is a call, strike 3. And that will end it here for the Tigers in the 4th inning. We get no runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base, and no Bishop Brossert errors. And at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play here in Lexington, Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, The Tiger.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back here in Lexington, Kentucky. Gave East out taking his warm-up tosses. Caldwell County failing to score in the top of the 4th inning, leaving 1 base runner stranded. The Tigers have stranded 4 runners today, having been given 3 hits and a hit batsman today. But Bishop Brossert through the first part of the lineup, only 9 men have come to the plate One reached on a walk in the second inning and was quickly erased in a double play, keeping the 3 batters, 3 outs per inning the same. And here in the 4th inning, we'll back around to the beginning of their lineup. The catcher, Trent Parker, went down swinging his first time up. And there's the throw back to the mound.
Bob, if you'll notice, I think it just switched from 49 degrees. Yeah.
It's going to get to 50 before we're through here. And Gabe East on the mound winds the first pitch, smash to the third baseman. And and the throw over to first in time to pull.
That would have been a good one if he could have got it through. Unfortunately for us, third baseman.
Jace Ryan Felker with that nice throw to first, pulled off Shane Burns, but Shane able to make the tag. The next pitch in to Zach Hamburg is fouled back here at the screen for strike 1. So the Trent Parker is retired on a 5-3. And the next pitch in to Zach Hamburg from Gabe East is lofted down the left field line. It's going to get out of play into the pavilion area or into the stands.
Kids fighting over the ball over there.
And one of the few times we've been ahead of the hitter in this game. No balls and 2 strikes. The count to Zach Hamburg. Gabe with a new ball back to the mound. Gabe winds and fires. There's a fly ball into the outfield. It's going to get down, cut off by Gage Hendon. And Zach Hamburg with the Mustangs' first hit of the game. And the shortstop, the number 3 hitter in the Bishop Brossert Mustang, is Chase Keller. Courtesy runner here for
Zach Hamburg, the pitcher, and step into the plate, the blue chipper, Chase Keller.
runner at first base is Nathan Bezold. And pitch to Keller is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Misses the fastball inside offering by East, strike 1. His stretch is the shortest in history. He brings the ball
Gabe East into a stretch position. And the pitch swung on and missed for strike 2.
Swing and a miss, and now Chase behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
No balls and 2 strikes to count to Chase Keller, runner at first base. And 1 out here for the Brossert Mustangs. The next pitch in is low. Nice stop by Ty Ramey to keep the runner at first. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count to Chase Keller. And the runner at first is number 32, Jacob Steffen. Courtesy running for Zach Hamburg. Gabe East has a sign from the stretch. A throw to first is not in time. Somewhat of a courtesy throw, not his best move. But Steffen not getting much of a lead either at first base. East looking in to Ramey has his sign. Come set. The 1-2 pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike 3.
He goes on strikes. So strikeout number 6.
2 outs now.
2 outs for the Tigers.
And the Mustangs now with 2 gone.
Gabe East with his 5th strikeout of the day.
Still tied at 0, folks.
Still tied, and Ian Brackey, first time up, he was called out on strikes, is the hitter. Gabe checked the runner first to the plate and swung on and missed by Brackey. Number 14 on the mound, kicking some dirt around. Back on the rubber now. The 0-1 pitch into Brackey is on the outside corner for a call strike 2. Just something else we've noticed from Gabe East. Takes him 3 or so innings to get loose, and usually in his 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th innings, he's really sharp, getting ahead of the hitters in this inning. 1 no ball and 2 strike. The count to Brackey. Next pitch in is low inside for ball 1.
Ty Ramey kind of daring that runner to take off for second.
The runner's not getting much of a lead at first, so a little bit hesitant to get a big lead. And Gabe, being a left-hander, is looking down at him. Quick throw to first is nice play by Shane Burns to cross over the runner and grab that ball and keep it in play, not down the right field line. That ball gets down the right field line. Probably the runner ends up at third. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Gabe East is to the plate, popped up, and out of play here.
Right in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind whipping up a little bit more. We see those flags a little bit more starched looking out in the outfield. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gabe East set, and a throw to first is I know you're there. Count now 1 ball, still at 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ian Brackey. Gabe looking in, has his sign at the belt. His pitch to the plate is high for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner at first base is Jacob Steffen for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. Gabe set and to the plate outside for ball 3. Count goes full here. And with the ball count 3 balls and 2 strikes, the runner at first will be off with the pitch. Gabe will pitch from the stretch. Set into the plate is. And there was a call strike 3. Another ball that got a little bit past Ty Ramey here in the 4th inning for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. They get no runs. They have their first hit of the game. They leave 1 runner on and no Tiger errors. And at the end of 4 complete innings of play, it is Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
New car and truck buyers, listen up. It's the time of year that the 16s are rolling out and the 17s are rolling in. At Tri-Seas Incorporated, we offer 7 new American car lines to choose from, awesome trade-in allowances, end-of-the-year model rebates, and great financing options. Some people think they have to go out of town for a great deal. We think shopping in Princeton, Kentucky at Tri-Seas Incorporated might just be the best decision you ever made. Give Trice a try before you buy. And as always, if we don't have what you're looking for on our lot, we'll find it for you. Tri-Seas Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
And we're back here for the 5th inning of today's ball game. No score. Leading it off for the Tigers will be their number 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Gage Hendon. First time up, Gage bounced back to the pitcher. Nice stop by the Zach Hamburg, and his first pitch on the way is way outside for ball 1. Tigers usually a team that's been scoring in the 4th, 5th, 6th innings. From Hamburg to the plate. There's a bounding ball to the second baseman. He's up, and the throw to first is in time. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. For the first out here in the top of the 5th inning, into the box now, the number 9 hitter, Oliver Parker, for the Tigers. And again, both we've commented several times this year, both Hendon and Parker put the ball in play. Gage just bounding out to the second baseman. The first pitch in to Oliver Parker is a call, strike one. No balls and 1 strike, the count to Oliver. And the next pitch in is popped out of play here to the right side. And again, Hamburg is ahead of the hitter for Caldwell County, in this case Oliver Parker. No balls and 2 strikes. And into his wind, and the pitch is a bounding ball to the shortstop, up, the shortstop over, and throw. Great stop, scoop by the first baseman for the second out. That throw from Keller was in the dirt. Scooped, great scoop. Play goes 6-3 for the second out. Noah Brown into the box now. Noah's been hit by a pitch and singled his last time up. Officially 1 for 1 today. Hamburg into the wind, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. And that play by the first baseman, Jared Bainham, was a really nice scoop. The next pitch is popped up, and it's going to get out of play here. Count to Noah Brown, evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Louisville Holy Cross ball players. Wow, they're here for the 4:30 game.
And we're at 1 ball, 1 strike here. No score here in the top of the 5th inning. And from Hamburg to the plate, swung on and missed for strike 2.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Noah Brown. Hamburg into his full wind, and the pitch on the way is upstairs high for ball 2. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Noah Brown. Noah, the leadoff hitter for the Tigers. On deck is Gabe East. And the next pitch in is way outside for ball 3 to Noah Brown. Noah battling here, taking the last 2 pitches for balls. The 3-2 pitch on the way from Hamburg is popped up on the infield. The first baseman is under it and has it for the 3rd out. And so the Tigers 3 up and 3 down here, and no runs, no hits, nobody left on base, no Bishop Brossert error, and at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play, it's Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Our world is full of different flavors.
Different styles, and everybody brings something unique. That's where we got the inspiration
From McDonald's new signature
crafted recipe sandwiches like pico guacamole,
guacamole made with real half avocado, sweet barbecue bacon with
crispy onions, and maple bacon Dijon with bacon with sweet maple seasoning.
you bring your
Flavor to the world. We bring ours to you.
at participating McDonald's.
And welcome back here. Entering the bottom of the 5th inning here in Lexington, a fast-moving game. Time now here Eastern time is 2:25. This ball game is just generally about an hour old right now, so it's moving quickly, which you would expect in a 0-0 game. Gabe East finishing up his tosses. Looking really sharp here, and really sharp in the last inning. For Bishop Brossert here in the bottom of the fifth will be their second baseman, Jake Sindelback, their third baseman, Bryce Kramer, followed by their right fielder, Nolan Verst. And there goes the throw down to second by Ty Ramey, and we're ready for action here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Stepping into the box and hitting from the left side is Jake Sindelback. His first time up, he walked. Officially, no time at the plate yet. Gabe East looking in, has a sign. The wind and the pitch is a call, strike one. Sindelback acted as if he wanted to bunt that one, pull the bat back. Call strike, though. Gabe ahead of the count here, no balls and one strike. The next pitch in is outside and low for ball one. Count evens. Yeah, 1 ball and 1 strike to Sindelback. And the 1-1 pitch about to be made here. East into the wind of the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike two. And the count now to Sindelback is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gabe East has the sign into his full wind, and the pitch is into the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to the Brossert leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fifth, Jake Sindelback. The 2-2 pitch from Gabe East on the way is a bounding ball to the third baseman, Jace Ryan Felker, up over to first, is in time for the out to retire Sindelback. Play goes 5-3 for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. And coming up to hit now, the third baseman, Bryce Kramer. Last time up, Kramer browned into a double play, 6-4-3 to end the second inning. Officially 0 for 1. Gabe East winds and the pitch swung on and missed for strike one. And the count, Gabe getting ahead, as we mentioned earlier, it gets sharper as the game goes on. No ball, 1 strike pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike two. The count, no balls and 2 strikes to Bryce Kramer. Kramer back into the box. Gabe pitching from the stretch now. Is the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Yeah.
Bryce Kramer takes 3 rips and goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 7.
Score still tied at 0 here.
Yes, and that's a 7th strikeout for Gabe East, and something that we not seen him do much earlier with nobody on base. He went from the stretch position on that last particular pitch to Bryce Kramer. Now the full windup to Nolan Verst. The first pitch in is high for ball 1. The Brossert Mustangs with only 1 base runner today so far and 1 hit. The next pitch in is a call strike on the outside corner. Actually, Bishop Brossert with 2 base runners today. 1 was erased earlier in a double play. The Brossert Mustangs have only left 1 man on base. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch is fouled out of play. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's something else, Jordan. Just how many foul balls have we seen today that maybe got into the stands? At least they're not bounding over at a parking lot or a ditch somewhere. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch about to be made to Nolan Verst is outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count to Nolan Verst. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. No score here in Lexington. The 2-2 pitch on the way is a call, strike 3. And
you said he warms up after a few innings.
He gets in his stride about the fourth, fifth inning for Bishop Brossert. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base, no Tiger errors, and at the end of 5 complete innings of play here in Lexington, we're scoreless, 0-0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back here in Lexington. We're at the end of 5 complete innings of play here in Lexington with a score 0-0. Entering the top of the 6th inning, the Tiger hitters will be Gabe East, Bryce Thomas, and Jace Ryan Felkers are numbers 2, 3, and 4 hitters. So a great chance for us to get something going here if we can get runners on base. Hamburg and Gabe East throwing gems here today at the Whitaker Bank Ballpark. The first pitch into Gabe East is outside for ball 1. East with 8 strikeouts today, only 1 walk through 4 innings. The next pitch in is a little looping. It's going to get down into center field for Gabe's second hit of the day. Gabe singled in the first inning, went down swinging on strikes in the third, and just now singled leading off the 6th inning for the Tigers. And stepping into the box, hitting from the right side, is Bryce Thomas. Third baseman cheating in is going to be bunted down the first base line, but foul for strike 1. Third baseman is at least 8-9 feet in on the grass. The first baseman is holding Gabe East. Bunt goes down, will go down the first base line. The next pitch in is outside for ball 1. Count evens to Bryce Thomas at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryce out of the box, looking down at Coach Stallings at third. And we've got some action in the bullpen down the left field line. The next pitch is bunted foul. And we're 2 strikes, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Bryce Thomas.
Who is that, Bob? Is it Noah?
Yeah, it could be Jace Ryan Felker. I'm not real sure.
Let's see if I can zoom in on it.
And the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch into Bryce Thomas is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Bryce 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. And into the batter's box is Jace Ryan Felker. Jace is flied out to the center fielder, popped to the second baseman. And first pitch into him about to be made, and a call strike on the outside corner.
Yep, Noah Brown over here warming up.
And I'm not sure whether that's just warming up, whether Gabe will come out and start the 6th or not. Jace Ryan, the no ball, 1 strike pitch is swung on and foul. Hamburg ahead of the Tiger hitter, Jace Ryan Felker, no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first base is Gabe East, courtesy of his second single of the ball game today and Caldwell County's 4th hit. Jace Ryan back in the box. The 0-2 pitch to the plate is looped down the right field line and going to get out of play into the stands. I bet we've seen 60 foul balls in this game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They play that's Holy Cross on this side, Pikeville on that side. When they play each other,
And quick throw to first is not in time.
throw over to first base, sends Gabe East diving back.
Play closer than what you'd want if you're a Caldwell County fan. The no ball, 2-strike pitch is made as a ground ball to shortstop. Over to first is in time.
Now play to third, chases back East to second base.
Great stop by the shortstop. He was going over to cover the second bases as Gabe East was off running with the pitch. The shortstop had to stop, go back to third base, make the stop, slide a little bit, but enough on the throw to get Jace Ryan at first for the second out. Meanwhile, the first baseman then threw back to third, but
play was quick on that.
Yeah, but obviously Gabe not going, so we have a runner at second base now, and Dylan Gray at the plate with 2 outs. Base hit scores Gabe East. Next pitch is a smash shortstop. He's up over to first. Is in time for the out. Some great play by the shortstop here today. And that's the third out here for the Tigers in the top of the 6th. We get no runs. We have 1 hit. We have 1 man left on base. No Bishop Brossert errors. And at the end of 5 1/2 innings of play, it's Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Tepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. We're entering the bottom of the 6th inning here. Caldwell County 0, Bishop Brossert 0. I'd also like to give this shout out to one of our sponsors. This broadcast being made possible by your friends at Princeton Water and Wastewater. We salute the Tiger baseball team for being in the State All-A tournament in Lexington this weekend. Princeton Water and Wastewater supplying quality water and sewer services to the residents of Princeton for many years. At Princeton, water and wastewater service and reliability are our 2 most important products. And we're ready to kick it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. For Bishop Brossert will be Jared Bainham, their number 8 hitter, the number 9 hitter Tyler McDonald back to their leadoff hitter. And Bainham in the box went down swinging his first time up. Gabe East on the mound, winds and pitches, and ripped down the third base line, foul for strike 1.
Fouling it off down the left field line, Jared Bainham. Bainham playing some good baseball. Scooped up that low throw from short that saved the
Bainham, the first baseman today for Bishop Brossert.
2 putouts from Keller.
Gabe East winds, and his next pitch on the way is swung on and missed for strike 2. Gabe particularly sharp here today. 8 strikeouts so far in the game through 5 innings. And Gabe winds and fires. The next pitch is looped into left field. It's going to get down. Cut off by Oliver Parker. And Bainham on with a single. And that's hit number 2 for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. And into the box is the left fielder, number 3, Tyler McDonald. Jace Ryan Felker at third, in on the grass, expecting the bunt.
So Tyler McDonald, another
Gabe East set to the plate is a bunt, and it's bunted to first, and Gabe East up over to first in time for the out. Sacrifice is good. That goes 1-3 with a sacrifice. And into the box now, the catcher, the leadoff hitter, Trent Parker, with a runner in scoring position for Bishop Brossert. Parker went down swinging his first time up, bounced out to the third baseman his second time up, 0-2 today. Gabe East winds and fires. It's low for ball one. And Gabe East, no balls and or 1 ball, no strike to count. His next pitch in, check of the runner at second to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike one.
Parker now with the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Count to Trent Parker, 1-1. Gabe looking in as a sign. Look back every time called.
And gets timeout. Ron burst out there. Brossert manager, coaching third base, chatting it up.
And we're about ready for action here. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch on the way. Fly ball to the center fielder. Oliver Parker has it. Yeah.
Drops the ball on separation. We're gonna.
The first base umpire is signaling that was a first base umpire saying that was a drop ball, but Oliver was getting it out of his glove.
Catch for the center fielder, who had to reach up behind him, but it did appear he made the catch.
Stallin's going to need some explanation on that one now.
Well,
we saw that, yes.
And we don't know what's going to happen here, but it's either going to be counted as an error on Oliver Parker.
Tanner did it so quickly that at least there was reason for doubt.
This is a little bit more of a precarious situation.
Well, you got 4 umpires out there, I guess.
The first base umpire was watching the play in center field. The second base umpire, I can only assume his job is to watch the tag.
Well, I don't think we're going to win that argument, Jordan.
The result is the Brossert Mustangs now with runners on the corners and 1 out. So Jared Bainham down at third base.
Well, that's some bull skittles there, Bob.
And with runners at first and third for the Brossert Mustangs, Zach Hamburg, the batter for Bishop Brossert.
And Hamburg should be counted on here to make contact.
And the first pitch in.
It's Bud. We're going to come home and they're going to get it.
He's out.
Yeah, the bunt was it was a safety squeeze. Bunt fielded nicely by Jace Ryan Felker. And he comes home, and the play goes from 5-2, and that's the second out of the inning. Runners now at first and second, the fielder's choice, letting Hamburg reach first. 2 outs here for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs in the bottom of the 6th. Gabe East about to get out of a jam here, but not before we have to face Chase Keller. Grounded out his first time to the shortstop and went down swinging. The next pitch, first is swing and a miss. Nice play from Jace Ryan Felker. A nice throw handled easily by Ty Ramey, and he was waiting for the runner to slide in for the out. The 0-1 pitch from Gabe East winds and fires to second, not in time.
Had to hold my breath on that one, Bob.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those go into center field in our day, Jordan. And when you're throwing to a moving target, it happens really more often than you think. Runner with a big lead at second, base hit will probably score him. And now we run wind and far back to second again. And again, the runner back easily, but again, a little message to him that we know he's out there, and we're not going to let him get a 30-foot lead off the base. Gabe to the plate. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. And we're one strike away from getting out of this little jam here in the bottom of the sixth. And if I'm Gabe East, I'm concentrating on the batter. Let the runner at second do what he wants. The 0-2 pitch on the plate is lofted, a fly ball to center field. Oliver Parker is back under it. Squeezes this one for the third out. And after this little mini rally by
mini heart attack
and accompanied by a mini heart attack, the Tigers get out of it. They get no runs. Bishop Brossert gets their second hit of the day. They leave 2 men on base. There was one Tiger error, and at the end of 6 complete innings of play here in Lexington, it is still scoreless, 0-0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, The Tiger.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
And we're entering the top of the seventh here in Lexington. We had a 10-inning ball game in the first ball game today. This one's scoreless through 6 innings of play, and leading it off for the Tigers today for this inning will be Shane Burns. Shane has bounced to the shortstop and singled his last time up. Zach Hamburg still on the mound for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. Shane into the box. Hamburg winds and fires, and low for ball one. The Tigers with 4 base hits today. Time called by the home plate umpire. There's a bounding ball by Shane to the second baseman. He's up. Throw to first is in time for the out. Play goes 4-3. 1 out here for the Tigers in the top of the 7th inning. And now into the box is Ty Ramey. Ty not having a good day at the plate. Struck out swinging in the second and called out on strikes in the fourth. This the lucky time. Maybe we get the base hits. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Count is 0 balls and 1 strike to Ty Ramey. The next pitch in from Hamburg is swung on and missed for strike 2. And no balls and 2 strikes. The count to Ty Ramey. Hamburg winds, and his next pitch in is outside for ball 1. Ty stepping out, getting back in the box now. Hamburg ready to fire, and his 1-2 pitch is inside for ball 2. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ty Ramey. Ty choking up on the bat. The next pitch is a called strike on the outside corner.
And down goes Ty Ramey for the 3rd time, and there are 2 outs here in the top.
2 outs for the Tigers here in the top of the seventh. Into the box now is Gage Hendon. Bounce to the pitcher his first time up. Grounded out to the second baseman his second time up. 0 for 2 today. But we'll get the bat on the ball. The first pitch into him is high for ball 1. Hamburg now working into his 7th inning. His next pitch in is swung on and missed for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count evens to Gage Hendon at 1-1. On deck is Oliver Parker. Time called. And the next pitch in from Zach Hamburg is on the outside corner for ball 2. And the 2 ball, 1 strike pitch on the way is a called strike 2. Count 2, Gage Hendon evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we're getting a little influx of clouds, but still about 50% skies. The next pitch in to Gage Hendon is fouled at the plate. Gage hanging tough, swing, and a foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. And the next pitch in, 2-2, is high outside for ball 3.
Full count, Bob.
Full count to Gage. Gage, good eye. Usually knows what a strike is. Gets his bat on the ball. Is consistent. The 3-2 pitch on the way is downstairs for ball 4.
Okay. Tigers with a runner on first. 2 outs.
Anytime you get runners, you got a chance to do something.
Can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. They've got a ticket,
as they say.
Oh,
there's a bounding ball to the third baseman, Barker, and he's thrown out at first base on first pitch swinging. 5-3 is the scoring for the third out. And Caldwell County with no runs, no hits. They have 1 man left on base, no Bishop Brossert error. And at the end of 6 1/2 innings of play, we're scoreless here in Lexington. It's 0-0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
May is National Electrical Safety Month. It is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of Benny Ryan Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said the 4 pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a 5th pillar, America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all of the others. A thought from Penny Ryan Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. Penny Ryan Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
And we're back here in Lexington. Through 6 1/2 innings of play, a lot of goose eggs on the board out there. 0-0. Gabe East back to the mound, pitching an excellent ball game today. Gabe allowing only 2 hits, leaving 3 runners on base. His toughest inning was his last inning, where we got out of a little mini jam, aided by a questionable call by the first base umpire. One of those umpires that 200 feet away from the play making a call. He was as far away as the third base umpire was, Jordan. And in fact, maybe the third base umpire was probably closer. But we're 0-0 here. And coming in to leading off for the Brossert Mustangs be Ian Brackey. Gabe East on the mound for the 7th inning. His first pitch is fouled back here, out of play. And Bracky's today been called out on strikes twice, 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch on the way from Gabe East is lined into center field. It's going to get in front of Oliver Parker for a base hit.
So the big senior leads us off once again with a base hit, back-to-back base hits to start off.
And coming to the box now, 1 run will win this game for Bishop Brossert. Jake Sindelback into the plate now. And we've got our third baseman cheating in. Obviously a bunt attempt probably happening here. And left-handed batter is Sindelback. Left-handed pitcher is Gabe East to the stretch. And the pitch to the plate is bunted, and it's going to be back out of play off the screen. So no balls and 1 strike the count here.
Coach Jake a few years back, and he was always one of my best bunters, which led me to bunting a lot. And sometimes I don't think he was real happy with me when I gave him the bunt sign, but he's good at it, and it'd be a perfect time to lay down the good one here.
And back into the box is Jake Sindelback after having visited with the third base coach. No balls and 1 strike the count to Sindelback. East to the stretch position to the plate, to bunt it again, and it's low, and go to throw to second.
They're going to make a play at second, and we're in safely. So good job by.
He got him out.
Just what happened, but it's not good.
Ian must have left the base.
He got him out, Bob.
Yeah,
he stepped
we're
off
watching the ball. Noah Brown or Bryce Thomas, one of the two, took the throw, and the runner ran into the hand. But the ball was picked up by the shortstop, and the batter stepped off base.
And he tagged him.
And then he got tagged out. So
He were injured. Well, there's still a big powwow going on the pitcher's mound, checking out.
The Bishop Brossert fans not really liking that call.
And I'm not sure. I think we're going to give that one 5U on that one. Actually, 2 to 5. And it was Noah Brown that who got hurt on that play, but everything is normal. We
had
think
to shake it off there.
Yes. And
short a base runner. So
and there is
a runner at second, nobody out. Sindelback standing in, swinging away now at the plate. Nobody on base.
and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Sindelback. The next pitch in is outside for ball 2. And that's what happens, Jordan. You never turn your back on the ball.
Right.
You got to know where the ball is. A cardinal sin committed by the Brossert Mustangs there. Ball out inside for ball 3.
Real inside.
1 out here. Three balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Sindelback. And the next pitch from Gabe East swung on and fouled. Off the screen here, count full.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away.
Nobody on base for the. And a little rally just completely damped by the inattention of the Bishop Brossert runner at second base. And 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Sindelback. The next pitch in from Gabe East is swung on and missed for strike 3.
2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th here.
And we're 1 out away from sending this game into extra innings.
My bladder planned for 7 innings, Bob.
Well, you get me. We'll let you go. It's just down the hall,
right?
As they say. And into the box now, the third baseman, Bryce Kramer. Bottom of the 7th here in Lexington, 0-0. The first pitch from Gabe East is in there for a call, strike 1. Gabe with his 9th strikeout of the game here just a few seconds ago. The next pitch in, swung on and missed for strike 2 to Kramer. Kramer has bounced into a double play and went down swinging. Count to him is no balls and 2 strikes. And the count to him is 0-2. And the next pitch in is a little bit high for ball 1. 1-2 the count to Bryce Kramer. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. No runners on for Bishop Brossert. And the next pitch in from Gabe East is outside for ball 2. Bishop Brossert here with a single leading off the 7th inning, but a little pass ball, throw down to second base, gets by Noah Brown, who's hurt on the play. The next pitch in from Kramer is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that will be the 3rd out here, and we've got extra innings here in Lexington for Bishop Brossert. In the bottom of the 7th, they get no runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base, no Tiger errors, and at the end of 7 complete innings of play, it is 0-0. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3, this Tiger.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to Lexington. We're in extra innings. The first game went extra innings. In fact, it went 10 innings with Lexington Christian winning over Walton Verona 7-3, and we're 0-0 here in the top of the 8th inning, and for the Tigers here in the top of the 8th inning. It is the leadoff hitter, Noah Brown. First pitch is a ball to him, and Zach Hamburg still on the mound for the Bishop Brossert Mustangs. Both pitchers pitching well today. Next pitch in to Noah Brown is a called strike on the outside corner. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. We're 51 degrees here in Lexington now. The next pitch in is inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. And the next pitch in to Noah Brown is way outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count to Noah Brown. Zach Hamburg working to Noah Brown. The pitch on the way is a bounding ball to the third baseman. High hopper. Throw to first is in time for the out. Play goes 5-3. First out here in the top of the 8th. Stepping in the batter's box is Gabe East. Gabe has 2 of the Tiger hits today, singles in the 1st and 6th innings, and went down swinging on strikes in the 3rd inning. Hamburg into the line. His first pitch to Gabe East is in there for a call, strike 1. And the next pitch into Gabe East is a bounding ball over the pitcher's mound. Tough play for the shortstop, and he can't make the play. 3rd hit for the Gabe East.
Chase Keller full speed ahead, tries to palm it and throw, loses the handle on the baseball, and that will be ruled.
We're and the first pitch in, swinging, going down to second base is not swinging, is Bryce Thomas, pitch gets past the catcher, and Gabe East goes to second on a pass ball. So Bryce Thomas first pitch to him was that ball. And coming out to the mound is the Walton Verona manager. They are warming up a pitcher in the bullpen, but really more of a long toss type warm-up situation than getting serious. Caldwell County with one out, though, but with a runner at second base and in Gabe East. Gabe with 3 hits today. The conference is breaking up on the mound. And into the box now is Bryce Thomas. Bryce has bounced out to the pitcher and then went down swinging twice today. It'd be a great time for him to get his first hit. The first pitch from the bounding ball to the second baseman. Up, throw to first is in time, but Gabe East takes third on the play. So play goes 4-3 for the second out here in the top of the 8th inning. And into the box now would be Jace Ryan Felker. Jace Ryan due for a hit today. He's flied out, popped out, and grounded out. Great time for his first hit. A base hit easily gets Gabe East home. Line drive into left field, a base hit. And Caldwell County has gotten on the scoreboard first here. An RBI on first pitch swinging Jace Ryan Felker.
All right, Bob, that's what I'm talking about. All I had to do was get up and go to the bathroom, and now we scored.
And Jace Ryan with a single here in the top of the 8th to get 1 run in so far for the Tigers. You know, Jordan, we've been up here twice now. We went 8 innings last year and didn't score a run. We go 8 innings so far this year, we get 1 run. So we don't have a lot of history of scoring runs up here. Dylan Gray at the bat. Strike 2 to him.
Sponsors getting all kinds of extra baseball today, Bob.
And the 0-2 pitch about to be made to Dylan Gray is roped into a little looping fly ball grabbed by the shortstop. And line drive to the shortstop for the third out. But
not before the damage was done.
But the Tigers get 1 run. They get 2 hits today. They leave 1 man on base. No Bishop Brossert errors, and at the end of 7 1/2 innings of play, it is Caldwell County Tigers 1, Bishop Brossert 0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tigers.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Zach proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Your morning deserves the very best, like a $1 sausage biscuit or $1 any size freshly brewed McCafe coffee on the McDonald's new breakfast value menu. Participation may vary.
All right, we're back here.
Back here in Lexington. Gabe East been removed from the game. We've got
Bryce Thomas.
Bryce Thomas in to finish it up.
Nolan Verse, the senior right fielder, followed by Jared Bainham, Tyler McDonald.
You might remember Bryce Thomas from the subsectional game. Playing a little football out there.
And for Mr. Hamburg here, a great performance today by that young man.
Got to give it up for Gabe East, yeah.
Exactly. Hamburg today went 8 innings,
Right.
Well, so far he's gone 8 innings. He's given up 1 run. He has 8 strikeouts on the game.
Gabe East playing a heck of a game, too.
And Gabe East is now in center field, and Oliver Parker to the infield, and Trace Lacey still in left. First pitch for Nolan Verst is high for ball 1. Bryce Thomas' next pitch in is high for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch in from Bryce Thomas is outside for ball 3. What we don't want to do is walk the leadoff batter here. Let him hit his way on. Nolan Verst struck out twice today, and the 3-0 pitch is in there for a call, strike 1. Went down swinging in the 3rd, called out in the 5th, and now batting in the 8th. Bryce winds and fires. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Bryce battling back from a 3-ball, no strike count. Now count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Time called by the batter. 3 balls, 2 strike pitch on the way is lofted down the left field line. It's going to get out of play.
And bounced right back in.
Count still remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3 outs away from winning this ball game, Bob.
And that ball chased down by Noah Brown, I think. And the 3-2 pitch from Bryce Thomas to the plate is fouled back here to the screen. Bryce going after him with hard stuff. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to get cute here.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pair fouled off by the left-handed hitting Nolan Verst.
And Bryce Thomas back to the rubber. The 3-2 pitch made. Popped up to the 3rd baseman. He's over and has it.
He's got it.
For Jace Ryan Felker making the catch on that. A little pop to the 3rd baseman.
There's our first out, Bob.
1 out, 2 more to get here in the 8th inning for Caldwell County to win this game. Jared Bainham will be the hitter. Struck out swinging in the 3rd and bounced to the 3rd baseman who threw home for the out to stifle the only scoring attempt by Bishop Brossert in the 6th. First pitch to Thomas, swung on and missed for strike 1. Count no balls and 1 strike to Jared Bainham, the number 9 hitter on deck for Bishop Brossert. The wind and the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Bryce took a little bit off that pitch, and Bainham was way out in front of it. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch from Bryce Thomas in. Bounding ball to Jace Ryan up. Throw is in time for the 2nd out. Play goes 5-3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Tigers. Bishop Brossert with one out away from a 1-0 defeat here. Stepping into the box is number 3 Tyler McDonald. Popped out and bounced out to the first baseman. The first pitch into him is outside for ball 1. Sacrificed and popped out here. 0 for 1 officially. And the 1-0 pitch in for Gabe is way inside for ball 1. Actually for ball 2.
Tyler spins around to get out of the way. Left his feet.
And the 2-0 pitch from Bryce Thomas is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count.
kind of swatting there, Bob?
Well, I think all you got to do is throw the hard stuff, Jordan. And here it comes from Bryce Thomas. The hard stuff swung on and missed for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Tigers are 1 strike away from winning this hard-fought game. The 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. And it's on its way from Bryce Thomas, and it's swung on and missed. The Tigers
have won this game.
And what a hard-fought victory it was for the Tigers. What a great game pitched by
Tigers getting a win down here at Whitaker Bank.
Yes, and for Bishop Brossert here in the 8th inning, they get no runs on no hits, nobody left on base, no Tiger errors. And that's the ball game. Caldwell County winning it in extra innings, in 8 innings, 1-0. And teams now meeting at home plate to shake hands with each other. 2 games here so far today, Jordan, and 2 extra inning games here. Great effort by these young men, both from Caldwell County and Bishop Brossert. And we're going to take a little break here, get some messages from our sponsors, and we'll be back after these messages. You're listening to WPKY FM 103.3 The Tiger.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Brossert Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Brossert Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Brossert Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Brossert and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Brossert Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Fred Foltz at the Woodall Agency in Princeton. We have served the small business owners of this area for over 100 years. Do you have trouble understanding liability or workers' comp insurance? Are your insurance premiums spiraling out of control? Whether you're a furniture store on Main Street, a plumber or electrician, or a locally owned bank or car dealer, we have a policy for you. We are the business insurance experts. Give me a call at 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
A reminder from the people of Benarile Electric. Take time to look around your home and workplace to make sure your electrical equipment is safe. Replace overloaded outlets, worn or damaged electric cords and appliances. Use only light bulbs of the proper wattage. These are simple things that can be easily overlooked and taken for granted. Making sure your wiring is safe is important to your safety. This is also Military Appreciation Month. The people of Benarile Electric salute the men and women of our military serving our country at Fort Campbell and around the world. Thomas Jefferson said, "The 4 pillars of America's prosperity are agriculture, manufacturing, commerce, and navigation. There is a 5th pillar. The 5th pillar is America's military, which helps make possible the freedom to enjoy all the others." A thought from Benarile Electric, where we do more than sell electricity. Benarile Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
It's hard to make a choice when it comes to financial institutions in today's marketplace. You want to choose a bank you can trust and has your best interest at heart. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we are committed to making local decisions that will not only benefit you, the customer, but will benefit our local communities by investing your money locally. At Fredonia Valley Bank, we have a dedicated staff ready to assist you and answer any questions you might have pertaining to your banking needs. Give us a call today or drop by our Fredonia Valley Bank locations at 602 Cassidy Avenue in Fredonia or 226 Conway Street in Eddyville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Caldwell County in a thrilling win in 8 innings, winning over the Bishop Brossert Mustangs 1-0. And Gabe East had his hands all over this victory today, going 7 innings, giving up no runs, striking out 10, walking 1. Bryce Thomas coming in the 8th inning, getting the save, going 1 inning, 1 strikeout. And Gabe with 3 base hits today. And the only run scored today by the Tigers, scored by Gabe in the 8th inning. Driven in by Jace Ryan Felker. Jace Ryan's only hit of the day, a real productive hit. A single here in the top of the 8th to get Gabe East home. Noah Brown with 1 hit today. Gabe, as I just mentioned, with 3 all singles. Bryce Thomas, no hits. Jace Ryan 1. Dylan Gray with no hits. Shane Burns with 1 hit. Ty Ramey, no hits. Gage Hendon with no hits, and Oliver Parker with no hits. The Tigers finishing up with 6 hits with 1 run, getting 2 hits in the top of the 8th inning. Gabe got on and went to second, then eventually over to third on a ground ball, and came through on a 2-out hit by Jace Ryan Felker into left field for the go-ahead run in the top of the 8th, proving to be the winning run. The Tigers with 1 run here today, and we were just mentioning off air, last year against Scott County in the state tournament, we were shut out in that game. So today we get 1 run, and we fortunate to get out on top on this one, although Bishop Brossert under control except for maybe 1 inning when they had a runner thrown out at the plate attempting to score on a safety squeeze, not a suicide squeeze. Throw in from Jace Ryan Felker was accurate. Ty Ramey a catch and a tag, and that got us out of a little jam there. And then the other situation with Bishop Brossert in the 7th inning, they get their leadoff runner Ian Brackey on at first base. A ball gets past Ty Ramey, the runner goes to second. The throw down there, somehow Noah Brown gets his arm tangled with the runner and comes in a couple, 3 steps to the mound, holding it, the ball on the ground, picked up by Bryce Thomas and tags out to the runner, Ian Brackey. That just took the steam out of Bishop Brossert right then and there. So the Tigers, a great win today here in Lexington, will advance to the semifinal game tomorrow, scheduled for 8:30 a.m. against the Lexington Christian Eagles, and that game will begin at 8:30 and will be on the air probably in the 8 o'clock range. The church schedule tomorrow will be adapted. Will start at noon, and if we get past that first round game, we've got some corrections to do there. So again, the church services normally scheduled for Sunday morning will be shifted around to get this ball game covered. We'll be on the air probably around 8 o'clock tomorrow here from Lexington. Our opponent will be the Lexington Christian Eagles. And again, a great game here today, a great effort by the Tigers. Super effort here by Gabe East. 3 hits, 7 innings of shutout ball, striking out 10.